What's up, party people? We are back with a brand new edition. I don't even know why I say that, but I just like saying it. So there's that. Hey, pretty girlfriend. My name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I already know that sounds goody, so click that follow button or click the subscribe button wherever you're watching from. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So if you ever miss a live, don't even worry about it. I always post them on the tube of the U. Thanks, girlfriend. And I post them on the tube of the U. And so subscribe while you're there. Let the replays play in the background. Mute the volume. I don't really care, but help me get my watch hours up because we're going to talk about something too, by the way. I need you guys to watch out for trolls on the internet trying to hustle you for your money. Okay. But I'm obviously not one of them. So help me get my watch hours up because I need YouTube to push my videos out to get above people that are spreading false information on the internet and taking people's money and committing fraud. So there's that. Also, if you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you, hey, Dave, sister. If you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, then all links are in the bio or the description. Okay. I manifested my SP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks. I'm here to help you do the same. And if you want some entrepreneurial guidance here, who needs a microphone stand when you have a water bottle? It is a dual purpose. It's a dual purpose microphone. So, it holds the microphone. If you're thirsty, have a sip of water at the same time. What microphone stand is going to do that for you? Huh? That's what I thought. So anyway, hey, unapologetically me, bitch. Good love and light. Listen. Okay, so there's somebody online, and she's on TikTok, actually. She's selling spell services. So anyway, she's selling spell. Brittany, why has movement stopped for you? Let me know. So she's selling spell services. Okay. Now I want you to stay away from her. Her name starts with psychic. Okay. If she's charging $15 to cast a spell, please do not buy what she's selling, because apparently, hey, Patriot Buys bestie. Okay, so apparently what's happening, and I'm only telling you guys this to keep you guys aware of that. Okay, what's happening is she's conning you. She's blackmailing people on TikTok. I'm trying to get her name so I can let you guys know, and I'll post it in the WhatsApp group. So please report her account, because she's charging $15 for spell services. And then the minute you pay the $15, she sends you an intake form, and she wants all your stuff. Like, she wants all your information about you, your SP, all the things. Okay. Pictures and everything. Then what she does is she reapproaches you after you give her all of your information. She reapproaches you and blackmails you and tells you that she's going to contact your SP, and she's going to tell them everything that you said in your intake form if you don't pay her $580. Yeah. So if anyone's charging $15 for a spell service, please report her. And when we get her name, report her, because I can't believe it. Thus to me anonymous, but it happened to one of our members, and when you're dealing with vulnerability, right, and desperation, wanting your SP, to have somebody prey off of that and then blackmail you into giving them more money, or they're going to go and tell your SP all that shit that you said, yeah, she needs to go away. She needs to go away, because that is fucking wrong. That is wrong. That's what I said. I said, you need to report her account. And on top of that, if anybody's charging you for services and they only accept Cash App and Venmo, you should probably not work with them. Because anyone only accepting Cash App and Venmo is doing that for a reason, because you cannot get your money back. Okay? And they're not a legit business. where they would take credit cards like normal people or PayPal, right? Which requires a credit card. They'd have an established business. They wouldn't be running a mom and pop fucking thing out of their, home, taking only Cash App and Venmo. Okay. So just want to let you know, be careful, because this person was honestly like devastated and paranoid that somebody was going to do that. I call bullshit. She ain't going to do shit. Okay. But nonetheless, be careful who you're out there consuming content from. Okay. What do you mean it's repeating? I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, it's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. I just like people who take advantage of other people too. I think that's like wrong in all levels of the word. I don't believe in karma, but she most likely does. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to be aware. So there's that. Second of all, and I will, when I find out her name, I'll let you guys know so you guys can go make sure, one, you're not following her, and two, report her account, because she needs to get, if people can get banned on TikTok for far less than scamming people, then I think she has to go. She's given spirituality a bad name. You know what I mean? So there's that. Anyhoot, we are back. This is what happens when I have a messy hair day. Okay, we just throw it to the side and call it a day. All right, so anyway, let's discuss a couple things. Yeah, you got my message, kitty cat cat? Let's discuss a couple things here. First and foremost, do you love how my daughter does whatever I tell her to do? She has 12,000 followers on TikTok. Go figure. She doesn't show her face at all. It's just something I've never had to tell her not to do. She's just like, there's weirdos on the internet. And I was like, look at you, all smart and shit. And so she has 12,000. Hey, Elena, she has 12,000 followers. I don't even know what her name is. Anyway, she does. I think I made her tell me her TikTok. I said, I'm your mom. I should follow you. Duh. But she does like editing and stuff like that. You're welcome. I don't give a damn. Feel free if you have any more. But she does like edits from this one influencer. So really, I actually want to start a campaign, and I want all of you guys to message this influencer about my daughter. Because she's good. This girl reminds me of my daughter as an adult. Okay. She looks very similar to her. And she looks up to her. She learns to do her makeup with her and all this stuff. And she does all these edits of her. And I think it would be super cool if this girl gave her a shout out. You know what I'm saying? It's the least she can do. So my daughter I told her, I said, you should monetize TikTok. You got 12,000 followers, sister. And so she started monetizing TikTok by creating these, let this be a lesson to all you entrepreneurs. She sells coloring pages of like drawings and stuff. She just started it this morning. And she already made 2 sales. I said, I'm like, shit. She's up to $3. But it's so cute because she has some for free, and people are like, she has like 55 downloads already because, I monitor her email. She has 55 downloads already. And then she's selling like $1.20 per page. Like her $1.50. She has 6 different price tiers. And she's got, and so she's made 2 sales already, and she made 2 sales in an hour. And I was like, damn, look at you, girlfriend, entrepreneur and shit. So yeah, if you can sell a coloring page for $1, what's your problem? I told her, she's all panicked. I have to set her up a bank account because she's all panicked that I'm going to take her money. And I was like, you think I'm going to take, you want me to, dang, life's not that rough. I need to take $3. Just saying, just saying. Anyway, my AI summary said, a live chat on avoiding online scams. That's what we discussed in the beginning of this live. So also, you guys can see before we get into whole, SP talk and shit, like why we're actually here. Look at my lunch today, guys. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's Kraft mac and cheese. Judge me not. Kraft mac and cheese is the bomb. Okay. It's different than homemade mac and cheese. It just hits differently. My boyfriend made this brisket, first time making brisket. So now we have brisket and mac and cheese for lunch. Just saying. Kraft mac and cheese, I swear by. I don't have any problem. No hate in the game. And it's cheap. And we were listening to this one thing and it was hilarious where they were like, can we talk about, they were like, what did they say? Oh yeah, they said, you pay $3, like $4 for a box of Hamburger Helper when literally Kraft mac and cheese is $1 and all you need is hamburger meat and voila. So I was like, that's true, but the lasagna Hamburger Helper though slaps. So just saying. Hopefully you got good company, girlfriend. Bye, Diamond. See you later. I know. Anyway, okay, so let's talk SPs now, onto the serious note. Okay. So I've been telling you guys this, is that you guys need to get very clear on what it is that you like about your SP. We'll just start with the obvious, okay? Because so many of you guys, I will get on the phone and I do not know what the vibe is lately. But I will literally, hey, Brandy girlfriend, but I will literally get on the phone and be like, all right, describe your SP. And you're like, he's just great. I'm like, well, okay, what makes him great? He's just my perfect person. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I was like, you need to get clear. And so that's my goal to all of you. You need to get very clear on who your SP is for you. How would you describe them? Go in whole ass story mode. You need to know what makes them great. You understand that, right? You need to know why you're manifesting this SP back and not another SP. You understand that too, right? And when you're manifesting, you need to know who the fuck you're manifesting. Somebody great is not a description, okay? Like, it's not a description, and then panicking every time you see, Brittany, will you knock the shit off right now? Will you knock it off? I don't think movement has stopped, okay? You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so your job is not to question a goddamn thing, okay? Movement is supposed to excite you and motivate you. It is not supposed to discourage you, okay? So we're going to stop focusing on that and we're going to persist forward, okay? You're going to hold on to the movement and just know that you're a bad bitch. And why wouldn't he want you? He literally just fired somebody over you. What are you fucking talking about? So let's calm down and let's regroup, bitch. Let's regroup, okay? There's always movement. Okay, but I want you to go in whole story mode. Like literally, if your fucking story and your description, oh, I did flash you. That should have me die, and I thought I responded already. I love how you lose weight and need therapy. She was like, I don't need a therapist. I already have one. She's in California. Yes, I am. I love you. But this often is a reason why you're affirming for SP, right? You're wanting SP, but what's your confession? What is your confession, soul? You need to understand that oftentimes No, I read my text. I responded to a couple people yesterday. So why don't you go ahead and put in your text, Sabrina Mariah. So I know which text is yours, bitch. I got a lot of them. That's good, Casey. Hold on to that. Why wouldn't they text you again? Hmm? He texts you, good morning, sweet pea. That's a loving, sweet text. Do you know what text I got this morning? None. None. He was still sleeping when I came live, in which I would have been live on time if I found my phone, but apparently it took me 10 minutes to find my fucking phone. Okay. So I want you guys to get really, really descriptive on your SP. Like, I want you to go in whole story mode about everything that makes him great, because oftentimes the reason why your SP is not conforming is because you don't even know what you like about the guy. And that's kind of a problem. Okay. That's kind of a problem. And if you don't, make the shit up. Do you think I care? Make it up. Just make it up. If you've never dated him before, I don't care. Make it up. Okay. What do you want in a relationship with your SP? What is it that you want in a relationship with your SP? Okay. And then that's your description of him. Who do you want them to be for you? There's no limit to what you want from your SP. But oftentimes this is why there's no movement, because you don't even know what the hell you like about the guy. So you're like, he's great. Okay, great. So while you're affirming for SP, all of a sudden, that's right, Lisa, all of a sudden somebody else pops into your picture, but not the one that you want. Thanks, girly pop pop. Okay, but oftentimes it's not the person you're trying to manifest. Do you know why? Because you don't have a description of your SP. So guess what? That means that whoever you find great is going to fucking message you, is going to conform, because this is why you'll have a couple people that will pop out of the woodworks that are not your SP. And you're like, well, I'm getting all this attention from other people, but not the one that I want. That's why. Because you don't have a description of your SP, or you don't have a great description of your SP. And I always know if you guys are lying to yourself, okay, being like, yeah, I'm persisting and perfect boyfriend, but okay. Or you're saying, yeah, I text him happy birthday, but I'm not expecting him to reply. Well, what perfect boyfriend is that? What perfect person is that if you're not expecting them to reply? That's not your perfect person. You guys, if you're persisting in your perfect person, you should expect different behavior from them. But you're expecting them to ghost you, not talk to you, not want to be with you, and not contact you, and not want to see you. That's not perfect boyfriend. And I don't give a fuck if you're in, hey, what up, Eric? What up, Erica? And I don't give a shit if you're in in contact with your SP. You're still not seeing them in a way that you expect them to be for you 100%. Because if that's the case, then why are you wondering if they're going to come and see you this week? Why are you still hoping that they're going to come and spend time with you? Why are you still questioning if they're going to keep their commitment to you when they make plans with you? If you're persisting in perfect boyfriend. This is part of the problem. This is part of the problem. You do understand that you would get a text from, and real quick before we get into that, if you are saying you do not have to say specific person. No one ever fucking says that shit, right? No one ever tells you what you're supposed to say. I had to figure that out. I was like, am I supposed to say specific person, his name, him, her, what? No one ever says which one. It doesn't matter. Don't say specific person. You can say him. Your subconscious mind should know who you're talking about. Now, if you're finding out that someone else is conforming and not your SP, then say their name. Okay. You can also say their name. There's no right or wrong way. I love you guys in the WhatsApp group are like, I use their full government name, thus not to get confused. just so they don't get confused, I say the full government name. I was like, I mean, whatever works for you, right? It's all based on your assumption. So if you believe that if you say their full government name that they're going to conform, well then shit, say their full government name. There's no right or wrong way. Okay. But you guys have to understand and stop lying to yourselves. Okay. When you see your SP, if you would see them as perfect boyfriend, you wouldn't be questioning the dumb shit. You wouldn't be wondering if they're going to text you. You wouldn't be wondering if they're going to, you understand that when you do the photo method, they should text you on the spot. You do understand that, right? Okay. So the reason why they're not texting you is because somewhere in your mind, you are not expecting them to text you because you are not seeing them as your perfect person. If you would see them as your perfect person like you did before, right? I'm not asking you to go be all fucking delusional with the shit. Like, you did this before. Okay? It's called your SP for a reason, right? It's not, you're not manifesting somebody new. Okay? You're manifesting your SP back. So if you want to manifest your SP back, you need to see them the way you saw them before. Perfect. Great. Because when you see them the way you saw them before, you never questioned that shit. Ever. Ever. You never questioned anything until something happened one time. Then you started questioning things. But before that, you didn't. You didn't sit there every day when you woke up being like, checking your phone, like, is he going to text me today? Am I going to hear from him today? Is he going to text me today? You didn't do that, did you? No. Okay. You didn't wonder if he was going to come and spend time with you, or if he was going to keep his commitments to you, or if he was going to take you out, or you were going to see him this week, did you? No, you didn't. Okay, so all I'm asking is, I'm not asking you to do a lot. I'm simply asking you to go back to the way you were before, confident in your relationship with your SP, confident in the way they feel about you, like you were before. You are very confident about yourself. You are very confident about your relationship. You're very confident with him and his feelings towards you. That's all I asked you to do. Okay? I'm not asking you to do shit else, but to go back to that version of you and select the version of your SP. Okay? But you need to go back to that confident ass bitch that you were before in your relationship, when you didn't question any of that stuff. Okay? You need to go back to that bitch, the baddest bitch. Thanks, Kim Francis. Okay? I'm always here to help you, Savage Blondie. Ooh, a savage. I love that. All links are in my bio. If you want me to help you. I'm good at it. But I can't change who you are. Okay? You have to do that. You have to go back to that version of yourself. Like, you have to go back to the version of yourself that you were always in every relationship in the beginning. It's not like you're a different version of yourself per boyfriend, per girlfriend. You weren't. You were living your life. Somebody came into your life and you were like, hello. And you were in that feel good vibe because you were confident about yourself. Okay. You were in that feel good vibe of everybody wants me. I have options. And therefore your relationship escalated quickly because you were in the euphoric high. Brittany, pay attention. You were in the euphoric high of everything is great. And you were just going with the motion, if you will, going with the flow of the relationship, but you didn't question shit. So stop questioning it now. Be yourself now. That confident bitch that you were in the beginning of your relationship, be that bitch now. And you would get them to contact you on the spot. You would get them to come and see you. You would get them to make you a priority. You would get them to want to be with you because you didn't question that shit before. Only towards the end of your relationship, you started questioning a bunch of stuff. Throughout your relationship, you started questioning things based on one time. Something came up, God forbid, something came up and they had to cancel plans. And so now you sit there and question every time something, is he going to keep the plans? Is he going to keep the commitments? You can't do that. Is he going to contact me? What the fuck are you talking about? You've never questioned that when you were dating anybody. Anybody. It's not just your SP that you're manifesting back, but every relationship you were ever fucking in, you never questioned it. If it helps, you need to treat your SP like he's your fucking child. Okay? If you text your child, do you expect your child to respond? Or are you just like, no, it's cool. I don't think she's going to respond. No. You demand a response. Just like I demand my daughter keep her life 360 on. Yeah. Because I need to know where the fuck she's at. Not like she does. Not like she drives. But you know what I mean. Okay, so you need to be yourself again. That confident bitch. And you need to see them as your perfect person again. You saw them that way before. I don't know why that's hard for you. I don't, because you can manifest anybody back. Anybody you want, you can manifest. But there's something about this person that you want back. So what the fuck is it about this person? So why is it hard for you to see them as that version of them now? Why? You obviously love them. Do you love an asshole, an avoidant, somebody who doesn't want to be with you? Somebody who doesn't want to talk to you, who wants to block you, who wants nothing to do with you? Is that who you're in love with? I don't think so. So why is it so hard for you to select the version of your SP that you want them to be for you right fucking now? Because there's a reason why you want them back. So it shouldn't be difficult to see that version of them, to drop the bullshit, to assign positive meaning to everything that they do. Because look at it this way. This is what floors me. Is you find it very hard to assign positive meaning to everything, and you insist on assigning negative meaning to everything. However, throughout your entire relationship, all you did was justify and make excuses for their behavior. But now you can't do the same thing? Because that's all you did. That's all you did was justify and make excuses for their behavior. Oh, well, he's just busy at work and things are just crazy at work right now. So that's why he can't come and see me. Oh, that was okay then. That was okay then. But now it's nothing but negative meaning after negative meaning after negative meaning. How does that make sense? This is my soft lecture to you, by the way. So I don't get pissed off and enraged yet. Although the more I talk about it, the more pissed off I'm getting. And that is because I don't understand. That's because I don't understand. This is somebody you love. You love your children. Do you do nothing but talk shit about them? No, you don't. Do you find the positive in your child? Or do you just view your children as assholes and pieces of shit? No, you don't. At least you shouldn't. But when it comes to your SP, on the other hand, all of a sudden it's hard for you to pick perfect boyfriend, perfect girlfriend, perfect husband, perfect wife. That becomes a challenge for you. But you want them back. You understand how fucking stupid that sounds, right? You understand how fucking stupid that sounds. I wanted my SP back. So if you think I was going to talk shit about him and view him in a negative light, for what? For what? There's a reason why I don't want my other SPs back. There's a reason why I don't want my exes back. Because I don't give a fuck about them. So they can be assholes all day long. I don't give a shit. But why would I want back the person that I love but not see them as my perfect person. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So I need you guys to get a fucking grip when it comes to selecting perfect person. This isn't a job. This isn't something you need to learn how to do. You've already experienced that person. You understand, you've already experienced that person before. So you're not making this shit up. You've already experienced that version of your person. That's why you started dating them. That's why you started talking to them in the first place. And that's why you're manifesting them back. So you need to describe them differently. You need to expect the behavior from your SP that you expected when you first met. And nothing fucking less. Because when you'll describe them in a way that benefits you, and actually they are for you, because what you think they just changed and they can't change back, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Haley, if you want your girlfriend to stop smoking, then add that in the description of her, that she actually can't stand smoke. The smell of smoke. The smell of smoke, just of cigarettes, just makes her sick. The thought of a cigarette makes her sick. Okay? But that's my lecture to you, because you need to understand that if you would seriously view them as the person that you viewed them at one time, you would get everything from them that you want. They would contact you on the spot. They would come and see you immediately. They would do all the things that you want them to do if you would select perfect person over and over and over again. Even if they're showing you the opposite, you need to select perfect, because you didn't do that before. This is where we need to do things differently. You didn't do that before. What did you get? A different version of your SP. And then it got worse and worse and worse because you didn't select the version that you wanted. You reacted and you chose asshole version over and over and over again. Therefore, that's who they became for you. And that's who they had to become for you. But you didn't do that in the beginning. In the beginning of your relationship, you raved about their ass. In fact, some of your friends were probably like, shut the fuck up. Because all you did was talk about them, how great they were. But now all you can do is bitch about them, but in the same breath, be like, I want them back though. Huh? You understand that's why a lot of your friends look at you like you're fucking crazy, right? Because you've done nothing but bitch about them to your friends. And now you're like, yeah, we're going to get back together. They're like, what? Or I want him back. What? They're confused because you're not making any fucking sense. So you need to get a grip. You need to get a grip on your perfect person, period. And I'm serious. That should be your number one focus, because they would do everything that you're affirming for, and they would do it very quickly. This was not a job for me. This was not a challenge for me. If anything was more of a challenge, it would be affirming and believing them, right? Because you don't have to believe what you're saying. But it was not hard for me to see perfect boyfriend at all. At all. But you have to do things differently, because most people are not going to do things differently. Therefore, they can get back together. This is why people get back together, break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up, because they're running their relationship the exact same way they always have, which means it will end the exact same fucking way. Okay, now I'll get to the questions, but I hope you take my lecture serious. Jen, so I should say the description daily and then in between the affirmations. Yeah, so it's manifest. You would read the description to yourself daily for sure. So that because remember, your subconscious mind is a GPS. Okay. It needs to know what direction you're headed. Where are we going with this? It needs clarity. It needs clarity from you. Because remember, your subconscious mind is that of a 7-year-old. Okay. So it needs direction from you, like a child does. So you need to give it the direction. So by you reading the description of your SP daily, your subconscious mind is like, got it. Yep. Oh, okay. Those are the qualities we want in our SP now. Got it. We're on it. Right. And then it pushes that version out. And it selects that version of your SP, excuse me. And then in between, if you see yourself viewing them outside of perfect, which you shouldn't, but shall you see yourself viewing him outside a perfect person, then you say, perfect boyfriend. He's the perfect boyfriend. He's the perfect boyfriend. He is the perfect boyfriend. You have to select that version only. Oh, here we go, Divine Valley. What happened, Divine Valley, in the past 12 fucking hours? 24. I'll give you some leeway. Really, it was technically 22. What the hell happened to you, Divine Valley, in the past 22 hours? You keep reacting. You keep reacting in your thoughts. You keep wavering on the version of your, I literally just went on a whole lecture about this shit. You keep wavering in the version of your SP that you're selecting. He doesn't need to do anything. He's doing everything perfectly. He's reflecting your thoughts. He said he doesn't care if you're in his life or not. First of all, why are you listening to what he said? I literally shoved that shit down your throats. Stop listening to what the fuck they said. Who gives a shit what he said? Who cares what he said? All he's saying is what you are thinking based on his attitude, his behavior in the moment, is that you're sitting there thinking, does he even care about me? So therefore he pushes that out. But yesterday you were literally in a good mood saying that he was being a good boy. What happened? What do you guys understand? This is how fast manifestation works. I hope you guys see this. In the comments, you guys should be looking at the comments like, wow, manifestation works real fucking fast. Especially if you're on my lives every day, because she was just in here 22 hours ago saying how he was acting like a good little boy. He was behaving. And now, the next day or that night, totally different. Do you understand how quickly manifestation works? But sadly, manifestation oftentimes works this fast for the negative shit. Because that's what you fucking think about all the time. That's what you think about all the time. You keep going back to the negative shit over and over and over again, questioning their feelings for you, questioning if they like you, questioning if they want to be with you, and all that shit. So it pushes out because that's your most dominant thoughts. You keep wavering in your thoughts about this person. So it pushes out real fast. And the reason why the negative shit is pushing out real fast, but the positive stuff is not, is because your negative thoughts are far outweighing the positive ones. Far outweighing it. You're wavering every fucking chance you get. Okay? You're constantly in your negative thought space about your SP and their feelings for you and all that stuff. Constantly. And then, yeah, okay, 30% of the time you're disciplined. But the other 70% of your day, you're wavering. And you're negative thought, and boom, 24 hours later, it manifests. Less than 24 hours later, it pushes out. Do you understand that if the negative shit can manifest fast, so can the positive? It doesn't go one direction. It does not go one direction. It goes both. It's called the law of opposites. Where there's up, there's down. Where there's hot, there's cold. Where there's good, there's bad. It's not a different process to manifest negative shit than it is positive stuff. It's the same fucking thing. But you guys insist on dipping into the negative so fucking much and then wonder why the positive shit is not showing up, because your negative shit is far outweighing the positive. Stop it. In Divine Valley, fucking get a grip. Get a grip. What do you mean? How do I get him to actually care about me? Why don't you see him as caring about you? Huh? Why don't you see him as that version, the loving version? He is obsessed with me. He is so in love with me. He cannot get enough of me. He can't imagine his life without me in it. I'm all he ever cares about. I'm the only one he cares about. You need to have that in your description. You need to see that side of him. If you would see that side of him, then he would care about you. But every fucking second you get, you're saying the opposite. And every waking chance you get, you're listening to what the fuck he said. Stop doing that. I'm not even entertaining your second part of this shit, Divine Valley. Everything was going good and he just switched. Yeah, you're right. He did. And that's how, and now everybody here knows how fast manifestation actually can be. So what would happen if you stopped with the negative shit, all of you? What would happen if you stopped with the negative nonsense and only did the positive? Do you care to know what would push out just as quickly? The positive shit. Your SP conforming. You know, the stuff you fucking want instead of the things that you don't want, but you don't want something. You know, that's I guess a thing too. You don't want, why do you focus on something you don't want more intently than things that you do want? Do you understand how stupid that sounds, right? Because when I want something, I want it. And I focus on what I want far more than I focus on what I don't want. But every time you think about your 3D reality, every time you think about your current situation, every time you think about your current SP, you're focusing on what you don't want. Every time. And what you focus on expands. So, what are you focusing on? The good or the bad, a majority of the time. And be honest with your fucking self. Because that's the only way you can pivot. Okay? There's a misconception of being delusional in the manifestation world. Yes, you need to be delusional about your affirmations. But you need to freaking be realistic and honest with yourself about what the fuck you're actually focusing on. Are you choosing to focus most of your efforts on a court case? The outcome of that? Are you choosing to focus your attention on all the things he's not doing right now? Are you choosing to focus your attention on all the bad shit in your relationship from the past? Are you choosing to focus on all the things that they're not doing? Are you choosing to focus on all the things, on being blocked, on being left on red, on being left undelivered? What is it you're actually focusing on? Because whatever you're focusing on is expanding 100% of the time, which is why you're not seeing movement, which is why you're not getting your shit, which is why they're not conforming. People every day on here and in my WhatsApp group are constantly talking about SPs conforming, showing up exactly how they want them to, getting movement. You know why? Because they're not focusing so much on the negative shit. So get a fucking grip. And Brittany, if you don't fucking knock your shit off, that's it. Where's my fucking pen? Excuse me for a second. Yell at Brittany. I wrote it down because you'll be hearing from me. Because you need to knock your shit off right now. Get yourself out of victim fucking mentality and get yourself back into feel good vibe about you and your SP, and do it now, Brittany. Do it now. Hellish, you can manifest friends very simple. All you need to tell yourself is you're hella popular. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves me. Like literally everybody loves me. I'm hella popular. Everyone loves to be around me. Okay. That's how you can manifest friends. Okay. If you have children that don't have friends either, you can manifest friends for your children too and be like, yeah, so she's hella popular. Everyone loves my daughter. Everyone loves my child. Okay. So same with you, Hellish. That's all you literally have to tell yourself is everyone loves you. Thanks, Claire Works. Okay. When you tell yourself that shit, you have friends. Yes, kitty cat cats. Yes. Oh, look at Cece. She's such a great soul. Look, Hellish, you got one friend. And you have two friends because I'll be your friend too. So as long as you persist in your affirmation, the affirmations I gave you on our call, you will get him to come back. Yes. And select the version of your SP that you want to come back. Okay. Yes, he will come back if you play your part in affirmations only to discipline your mind, and then in the selection of the boyfriend that you want back. Okay, the version of your SP, and then he'll show up that way. Okay. So Hellish, when it comes to like, it's really hard to find people to match, honestly, and I have tried so many things. So do what I said, okay? But if you want, you can also, if you want friends to be like you, we'll say like you want friends to be like you, then you can be like, yeah, everybody loves me. Like, and we have so much in common. Like all my friends, I have so much in common with all my friends. Right? So therefore, you get the right type of friends that you want. Okay? Because trust me, I have a certain lifestyle. It's not a weird lifestyle, but I have a certain lifestyle. So when I meet an SP, they have to match my lifestyle. It's not a fucking weird lifestyle, guys. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Don't let your mind go to the dark side on that one. But like, I like to have cocktails. I'm a homebody. I am. I love to be home. But I do like to go out every once in a while. I vape. Judge me not. Smoke a little ganja. Whatever. So they have to be able to do the same. Not vape, but, live the same lifestyle I do. Mm-hmm. I had an ex who did not. And I used, it's quite TMI. I would go out in the garage and I look like I just got out of the shower. I'd wear a bathrobe. I'd put my hair up in a towel and the whole kit and caboodle, just so when I came inside, I didn't smell like, the green stuff. Judge me not. Judge me not. It's legal and it's from the earth. It's good for you. He gets me. He's the male version of me, except I'm a badass and he is a softie. Expand on male version of you, soul. I've been doing all of it. I still have no contact for my husband. Okay, Monique. So I want you to take an assessment in the next 24 hours. All of you guys should do this shit. Okay. I want you to take an assessment of your thoughts for the next 24 hours. I want you to pay attention to them. I'm not saying don't flip them, okay? Continue to do what you're doing, but I want you to literally pay attention and become very consciously aware of the things that you're saying out of your mouth, the thoughts that you have outside of what you're doing, how you're honestly looking at your SP a majority of the day, and so forth, because you should be able to pinpoint where you're going wrong. Where you're going wrong. Are you thinking about him not contacting you a majority of the day? Are you wavering on that? If I was to tell all of you guys, this is how you'll know if you're selecting perfect SP. If I was to tell all of you right now to contact your SP, and I'm not fucking saying do it, don't do it, Nadine. Okay. If I was to tell you all to contact your SP right now, do you know if they would respond? If you just said no to that question, you're not selecting perfect SP. Now, I'm not saying test your fucking theory and text them. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. What I am saying is if you don't know if they would respond, you're not selecting perfect SP. You're not. If I was to tell you, would he come over flashy? Would he come over right now if you asked him to? If you don't know the answer to that, somewhere you're wavering on perfect husband, perfect SP. Because you should be like, yes, he would, because he's my perfect husband. Why wouldn't he? Yes, I know that if I was to contact them right now, he would respond. Why wouldn't he? He's my perfect boyfriend, perfect girlfriend. When you can say yes to that answer, that doesn't mean text them, because you can say yes to that. Okay. But when you can say yes to that answer, then you're selecting perfect SP. And that's going to be the topic of discussion today, because I need you guys to start getting a grip on that shit. How the fuck else am I supposed to get? How do you think I get a shit ton of testimonials about movement every day? Hello. Oh, hellish. Now you're specific on what kind of friends you want. Just kidding. Good. Then be like, I have a gang of female friends. Like, I have so many female friends, I don't even have time for them all. Every woman wants to be my friend. Every woman wants to be my friend. Yes, Haley. That's not your goal, bitch. Have you not been paying attention? Have you not been paying attention? That is not your goal. Your goal is not to do the photo method and to send me a screenshot of a notification from her because it worked. It always works. It always works. You can literally, and you'll see this too, when you're in a relationship with your SP, you can literally get them to do whatever you want by using the photo method the same day. Okay, so it works, and it's working for you now. Your SP is contacting you now. She can't stand to not talk to you. She's contacting you now. Oh, thanks, Create by Being. Hugs from Romania. You guys in Romania, though, I will tell you, have great English. I used to have a setter who lived in Romania. You would not have known that shit. I texted you an update. Keep telling my bald-headed man. Oh, I'm gonna check your update, Adrian. I am telling him that. As you can see, you're clearly getting movement. See how easy this is, guys? See how easy this is? Adrian's already with her man, but she's like, I want marriage. She's like, so she hired me. She's like, I want you to manifest for me and get this man to fucking marry me. Well, he's talking about looking at houses together with her, right? The future together. And she just texted me an update. So I'm super excited to read that shit. Okay. That's right, Dane. There's no need to talk shit about your SP. Why would you? But what about advice with new SP? He's already perfect. You're right, Brittany. So what's your problem? Hmm? What's your problem? If he's already perfect, then persist in that. There's always movement. Okay? Persist in that. Hold on to the movement. Remind yourself of the things that he says, the fact that he comes to the front, gives you a hug, and does, all the things that are probably not in the rule book for his company. He's breaking all the rules for you, sis. Remind yourself of that. Because remember, we have to do things differently, Brittany, than we did with former SP. Okay? And you're going to do that by not wavering in your thoughts about him. Okay? Not comparing by breaking patterns. Not reverting back from new SP to patterns that you had with former SPs. Okay? We need to break those patterns. So therefore, you get new results. Okay? So if you find yourself thinking or wavering in your thoughts, just like you did before with former SP, no. I ramble and then there's like fucking 125,000 messages. Whoops. Who's Lindsay? Oh, here we go. I robotically affirmed for 3 days and I got a manifestation, my first major one. Good. I'm proud of you, Lindsay. Robotic affirming works because you're already doing it anyway. Except you guys are robotically affirming for all the shit you don't want from your SP. Oh, strawberry flavored. Can you talk about listening to heartbreak songs while manifesting SP? There's people out there that say you shouldn't. But I refuse to create assumptions, and I won't create one on you. I refuse to create assumptions within myself that don't benefit me. So why the fuck would I want to choose, if I listen to a heartbreak song, that's going to like fuck up my manifestation? Because you have to think in general. Have you never in your life, when you were in a relationship, listened to a heartbreak song? Of course you did. Does that mean that they broke up with you? No. So that shit's stupid. I listen to whatever I can sing to. I know. I heard that one time and I was looking at my playlist. I was like, what kind of songs do I have on my playlist? I got a shit ton of heartbreak songs. I like Leona Lewis, and she has a gang of heartbreak songs. But I love singing to them. I'll literally like be in the shower singing to a heartbreak song. I did that when I was manifesting my SP back. Okay, I'd be at the pool listening to heartbreak songs and singing my ass off to them. You think I give a shit? No. Did that mean he wasn't coming? Obviously not. Obviously not. So, because that's a stupid, I know it's not you, it's people out there saying this, but that's as stupid as saying if you watch a serial killer movie, you're going to become a murderer. Huh? Well, if that's the case, then I guess I debunk to that, because that's my shit. It's all like literally, like my brother, my boyfriend would say this. He'd be like, if someone's not dying, you're not watching. I was like, exactly. Where's the murder yet? Well, I'm still here. Haven't killed anyone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's shit like that that's stupid. Now, could you listen to upbeat songs? Sure. But it has nothing to do with your manifestation. It will have nothing to do with it unless you assume it does. Okay? So if you assume that it does hurt your manifestation, then don't listen to them. Okay? But if you don't, if you're neutral about it, like you're asking because you're curious because you heard it from some other fucking bullshit creator, then no, you can listen to whatever the fuck you want. That's like saying if I'm single and I watch a romance movie, then I'm going to meet my Prince Charming tomorrow. Maybe that could be a good assumption for you guys. That's right, Hollywood. It is real. Random person I thought of yesterday texting me 2 hours. This morning, other person, same name. See? Now, what did we learn from Sun? What I've been telling you. Okay? He had a random person he thought of yesterday texting him. 2 hours later, what? Because he just had a random person he thought of. I don't think he went down a whole rabbit hole. I don't think Sun went down this whole ass rabbit hole about this person that they thought of. No. She probably just had a glimmering thought about it. And sure enough, boom, text. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to make water bottles, custom water bottles for my exam. Okay. There's a delay, Divine Valley. So at some point, stop lying to yourself, bitch. At some point, you wavered on your version of him. Or you're not persisting in perfect boyfriend. You're still seeing him. You're living day by day with this person. You're allowing him to be whoever he decides he is for you. Okay, Divine Valley. You're allowing him to choose, like a chameleon, what version he wants to be for you today. No. I don't think so. So put that in your description. Look at your description of your SP and put that in your description that he treats you with nothing but respect. He's nothing but loving, sweet, kind to you always. Like he never flips out on you. He never gets mad at you. You can never do anything wrong. Because here's the thing. Logically speaking, you don't just sit there, talk about random things that have nothing to do with you guys, and then he flips the switch and goes, by the way, I don't care about you, and I don't care if you're in my life or not. What the fuck? There has to be a natural progression. There has to be something that led up to that comment, okay? You don't just start talking about the fucking weather and then they're like, yeah, it's going to rain tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I don't care about you. I want nothing to do with you. That's not how that happens, okay? Divine Valley. What happened? Oh, it's a stupid puzzle piece. Seriously? Those puzzle pieces annoy the crap out of me. And they know that. That's why they try. That's why TikTok knows that most people will stream to multiple platforms at the same time. So that's why they put a puzzle piece. So therefore, and I'm might do that. I might try streaming both, but just be like, please don't comment on YouTube. I can't even keep up with the comments on TikTok. My SP is friends with dad. How to make sure he's not cautious about that. Just say he's not. I don't know what you mean by that, Lindsay. Is your SP is friends with your dad, my age. So it's your age. The only reason why your SP would be cautious is if you assume that's a problem, right? So it's like if you assume, like a lot of people will assume cultural differences if they're with somebody in a different culture, that's a problem. With that's an obstacle with the families, and therefore it pushes out. They went to not having a problem with it to now all of a sudden they do. Or if you're dating somebody who's, we'll say like 10 years older than you, and you think that that's a problem, that age is a problem, they will confirm age is a problem. Okay, so instead, you need to you don't need to necessarily say he's not cautious about that, but you need to not see that as an issue at all. Like, no. In fact, he loves our age difference. He loves older women. Whatever you're referring to when it comes to that, that would be part of your description about him, is that because he won't be cautious about it if you're not. Okay. So you don't want to view that as an obstacle because it will push out and he will confirm that that is a problem. But the only reason he's confirming that's a problem is because you're assuming it is. Okay. And it could be just something that you're assuming or based on something he told you at one time. So he could have like vaguely mentioned something like that. And then you took it and ran with it where you're like, oh, so let's say that he had a problem. Thanks, Becky, girlfriend. Let's say that he had like a problem with that in a past relationship, or he mentioned something that alluded to that. And you were like, oh, so this might be a problem in our relationship. And now it confirms. Okay. So instead, don't listen to what he says, especially if it comes to that, and be like, no, actually, it's not a problem at all. And if you think about it, it's not a problem at all. He doesn't even care. He does not care. Good, Lisa. Good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And that's a lot of you guys. Okay. A lot of you guys need to take a look at your SP. And if you have resentment or a problem with your SP from your past relationship, you need to spend a minute and you need to forgive them. You need to. You need to forgive them for yourself so that you can move forward. Even if it makes you cry, I don't give a shit. Why wouldn't it? But forgive them and then move forward. Okay? Savage Blondie, how many times a day do you do the photo method? You can do it as often as you want, sister. I have people that do it twice a day. I always recommend doing it twice a day. But it doesn't have to be about the same thing. Okay, so like you can literally look at their picture and tell them to contact you right now. And then right before you go to bed, you can look at their picture for a minute and you can literally say, we're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. Okay. So you can command them to do, and that's what you guys have to remember. The photo method, you can command them to do whatever you want them to do. So you can literally tell them that. You should all tell your SPs that before you go to bed. We're getting back together right now. Knocky, knock, knock. We're getting back together right now. Yes, you should. Soul. Sel says, I have manifested that every time I hear your voice, I lose weight and my body is snatched more. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. You guys kill me. You guys are so fucking funny. But I love that. I love all of that for us. See? Do you see how quickly you can... Do you see how quickly you can placebo yourself? You can use me to placebo yourself. For karma, can you send me a WhatsApp message that says for karma, please? Crazy Court, no. Emotions have nothing to do with manifesting. Unless you assume they do, which don't assume that shit. Okay? If you don't have the assumption that emotions have anything to do with manifesting, then they don't. Okay? Law of attraction loves to teach you that shit. You need to be in a high vibration. Who the fuck is high vibe about not being with their SP? You wake up in the morning, you're like, yes, no SP today. I'm high vibe though. No. On top of that, expecting to go around all day long and just be high vibe. No. You know, like I tell my entrepreneur clients, I said, if emotions had anything to do with manifesting, I said, there's a lot of really happy broke people out there, right? A lot of really happy, positive broke people out there. So it doesn't have anything to do with manifesting. Your thoughts have to do with its manifesting. The only time emotions seem like they have anything to do with manifesting is because usually this happens with the negative emotions, is because your thoughts align with the emotion. Okay? So something triggers the emotion, obviously. So you would have like some kind of thought, or maybe you were told something or thought about something even for a moment, and it triggered the emotion. But that's where I say, if you're having a negative emotion, affirm through the tears. If you're fucking pissed off if you're pissed off with your SP, affirm through the anger. I've done that so many times. Affirm, 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 affirm. So no, it does not have anything to do with it. But don't let your negative emotions align with your thoughts, okay? Whiplash the iguana, if you want to write your affirmations, if you want to write your affirmations over and over again, you can, but don't create the assumption that you need to, okay? Because like some people like to script, and that's great. If you believe that scripting works for you, then great. Then script. I don't like writing at all. Oh, just got it for karma. I don't like writing. I feel like it hurts my fucking hand. My hand hurts when I write. And like my hand hurt when I wrote Yellow Britney. I don't even write at. I just do the at symbol, right? So, but a lot of people do that. That's law of attraction stuff again, where they'll be like, do the 55 by 5 method, or the 33 by 3, or the 369 method. I know what they are. I don't like doing that because I feel like you end up having to count your shit, right? Where you're like, oh, I'm not done yet. Now you're focused on your hand hurting and how many damn times have I written this shit down? Okay. But if it helps you, then sure, write them down. There's no right or wrong way to do them. But the key is that you can't just write your affirmations and then call it a day. This is why goal setting never works. Okay, this is why goal setting doesn't work. You can't just be like, it's January 1st, bitch. I'm going to write my goals. And then I'm going to think against them all year. Hey, I'm Katie's sister. I'm going to write my goals and then I'll think against them all fucking year long. It's totally cool. I can do that. No, you can't. Okay. So it's like you cannot write your affirmations for like 5 minutes in the morning and then call it a day. You can't do that. Because you did not have to write your affirmations. You did not have to write 55 by 5 for your breakup, did you? No. I don't think you wrote, he's going to break up with me. 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 You didn't have to do that, right? And so because of that, can you do that? Sure. But throughout the day, you must check your thoughts. Okay. If your thoughts go against it, you need to change it, right? You can't literally be like 55 by 5. I wrote it down 55 times on the throat and put it in the drawer. And I'll just think my same shitty thoughts against it all day long. And then I'll write it in the morning. You can't do that. Okay. I don't give a damn. Thoughts on there being a lag in the 3D. Is this your manifestation coming to you naturally? Yes, Adam, it is. There's a delay in let me reframe. There's a delay in the 3D for your safety, if you will, which is where we leverage the delay. Right? You leverage because you're like, okay, there's a delay, which means I have time to get my shit right. Okay. So this is why I say, if you get upset with SP, instead of verbalizing to them or reacting to them, you kindly exit the fucking scene, cuss their whole ass out, do whatever you got to do to yourself, not to them. Do whatever you got to do. Just let it out. Say how you feel and the whole bit, let it out. And then she's the perfect girlfriend. We have the best relationship. She's the perfect girlfriend. We have the best relationship. No harm done. No harm done. The only time harm is done is if you verbalize and react and force a 3D. Okay? But again, it's not like it doesn't screw up your manifestation at all. So that's why there's a lag in the 3D. Okay? For your benefit. For your benefit. But there's not always I love getting texts. Only the good ones, obviously. I love when people say, Jen, he just texted me. When is that going to be you? When is that going to be you? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. That's why you need to take advantage of this right here. Yes, I said it. Okay. But no, like your manifestation comes naturally to you, Adam, which is why I do manifesting in steps. Okay. So, when it'll unfold naturally. A series of events will unfold naturally and most likely ways that you never even thought about, which is the best part, which is why I stop worrying about the how and just know, right? Focus on the knowing instead of the how, because oftentimes you will never guess the how. I would have never guessed how me and my boyfriend were living together, ever. Never would have crossed I could have role played 25,000 scenarios. That would never have been one of them, ever. But whatever has to happen for your manifestation to become true will happen. Period. Okay. So it will unfold naturally. So that means that whatever obstacles are standing in between you and SP, don't view them as an obstacle, but whatever is standing in between you and SP will dissolve. It will go away. It will work itself out, because the only person that can stop your manifestation is you. No one else can stop it. No one else can stop it. Whoever has to move, whoever has to play their part to aid in your manifestation is exactly what will happen. Okay, I think Neville Goddard says this, whether it takes 10,000 people or 1 million people, Whatever has to happen, they will all play their part to get your manifestation. So that whether that takes an entire justice system, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. But it will unfold completely naturally to you. But again, don't worry about how, because you won't guess the how. You won't guess how you come back in contact. You won't guess how you're really, all of that stuff. You won't guess that. Oftentimes. I figured, Lindsay, that's usually the gig. Okay. But if you view age as a problem or think that it could be a problem, he will confirm that. Versus be like, I look hella fucking good for my age, shit. And he loves that about me. Lisa? Lisa. And not my Lisa. Well, I have two fucking Lisas now. Okay. Lisa with the goddamn butterfly next to your name. Do not say that again. Because that means you don't know. Keep it natural. Keep the conversation natural. Okay? That means you don't know, which you don't want him to confirm the opposite. Obviously, he's over the shit. So keep it natural. Let it unfold naturally. Okay? You should have been like, hello. Okay? Now, if he hasn't read that message yet, delete it and send a new one. Just saying. Sometimes I go back and forth through my comments, guys, because if we have to, block some loser on here, then they push all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. Okay. If I did not hear back after sending my photo, I already answered that one. Oh, Josie, what if we both need forgiveness? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Okay? Forgive him and forgive yourself. Because you created it. It doesn't matter. So forgive him and also forgive yourself. Okay? You need to forgive yourself. That's for all of you guys. You need to forgive yourselves. Because he'll forgive you too. The minute you forgive yourself. Okay, so work on that. Work on that. This is about evolving in general, right? And so what do you look like walking around just being ridden with guilt? You can't change it. You can't change what happened at all. Well, I mean, unless you want to revise. But you may as well just forgive yourself and be like, I didn't know. I was spiritually asleep. I didn't know what I didn't know, but now I know otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and forgive myself. Yes. I love you too, heart. How can I forget the past story with SP? I think that's the only thing that's missing to manifest him. You can revise if you want. Okay. You can revise the past story with your SP, and therefore whatever happened after that will change to match. I'm not big on revision because I'm not a big visualizer, and I never understood. And maybe it's just the way it's ever been explained. You know what? Maybe I'll test it out. I'll test a new revision for you guys, and then I'll let you guys know. Because it's never been explained on how to actually revise. Right? Because it's like, how do you close your fucking eyes and totally imagine an entirely different scene play out than the one that actually happened? You know what I'm saying? Versus if you just affirmed the opposite. You can revise visually, or you can just affirm the opposite. Like we've always had the perfect relationship. We have always had the perfect relationship. which implies you've always had the perfect relationship. Never had a bad relationship, never broke up, all that shit, because you've always had the perfect relationship. Okay, so that's what I would do, or drop it. Drop it. Because you have to look at it this way. What did you do? Do you think about all your past relationships? You know what I'm saying, Christina? Did you just go down memory fucking lane with all your exes and just role play the past story? So why can't you drop this one? Because you dropped the other ones. Why can't you let this one go too? Okay? Because, and this is for all of you guys. You guys don't replay all old memories with every ex you fucking had. So why this one? Why can't you drop the same? Why can't you drop the shit with this one the same way you drop the shit with the other ones? Why can't you do that? Because if you would do that, you get a different fucking outcome by letting it go. Because if you drop the old story, if you drop the past story with your SP, guess what they drop? The past story. Because they're based on your assumptions. You control their thoughts. So do you want them to be thinking about the old shit? Or do you want them to be thinking about all the amazing shit? Dade, how could you manifest your credit score increasing high? Tell yourself, I have perfect credit. I have perfect credit. I literally have perfect credit. You can tell yourself that. I have perfect credit. Every day my credit score increases. I literally have perfect credit. I get approved for everything. Okay. I literally have perfect credit. I get approved for everything. Okay. You can tell yourself that. And then on top of that, you can go ahead right now and go, well, after my life, write it down. You can go over to, well, you're on TikTok. You can follow I Teach Credit, like the letter I. Okay. I Teach Credit. He actually, that's what he does for a living. He's he's a client of mine. And he teaches credit building. So go follow him. Cause he's good at it, but also tell yourself that. Yeah, perfect credit. That's right. See, unapologetic me. She said, I said one time he texts me good morning every day and I wake up to one every morning. Yes. That's how this works. Okay. You can throw, I tell you guys that every day you should throw something out there random. You don't have to think about it again. You can say something one time. You can think something one time and have it push out. There's a lot of things I have said because I have no filter on my fucking mouth, obviously. I had a coaching call yesterday and I said, what in the F? I said, look at me all evolving and shit. Even though I just said shit. She's like, I was going to say, you don't say what the F. I was like, I know. But you should throw things out there. Like I have said, I have no filter on my fucking mouth. So I tend to just talk to be talking, clearly. And so I have said plenty of crap one time and had it manifest because I spoke it into existence. The good and the bad, and the bad. Okay, but the good too. I said it one time and I didn't think about it again. I hit my first income goal within 7 days of starting a business because I was on the phone with an entrepreneur client of mine. And I was like, I think I'm going to start my business again from scratch, completely from scratch. And I told her, I said, I'm going to make X amount of dollars per day. That's it. I didn't give it another thought. 7 days later, I was at that income goal. It's not a lot of work. So get good at it. Play with it. Okay. Play with it. Play with your manifestation. Amen, Glareworks. I'm working on that shit too right now. Manifesting a big badoonkadook. Like my ass is so damn fat. I look like I have a BBL. My ass is so damn perfect. But play with it. Throw something out there and say it like one time and keep pushing. Don't think about it again. Like, don't try. Just like say something one time and move on and watch it manifest. Because you obviously didn't have any resistance to it because you said it one time and didn't think about it again. There's no resistance there because that's why a lot of things that we say negatively will manifest quickly because you said it one fucking time. You didn't think about it again. So because of that, it shows up because there's no resistance. So we need to get you guys to drop the resistance to your SPs. Drop the resistance. And you can start by just speaking something into existence. Say things one time. Don't check, don't do none of that shit. Okay? Just say something. There's nothing to check because if you're checking, then you're saying something with an intention and you're not speaking it into existence. You're just like, because that you're putting resistance on your own words because you're checking. Well, where's it at? Where's it fucking at? Like, did he do it yet? Don't do that. Just say something one time and keep pushing. And then boom, all of a sudden it shows up. There you go, Christine. I expect my 10%, bitch. She said, I'm going to say that every time I listen to you, I get richer. Can I still manifest them even when I feel like crap? Yes, of course. Of course. Missed. Because feelings have nothing to do with manifesting. Has nothing to do with manifesting. Yeah. I don't give a damn. Said, what if they don't text you back on the spot because they're busy, but you expect it same day? Doesn't matter. I'm telling you that they should text you immediately. Okay. I've had that happen numerous times in my life where they're like, holy shit, he just messaged me. Yeah. Okay. But just expect it. Just know that they're going to text you. Okay. You don't have to be like, they're going to text me the same day. No. I know they're going to text me. I know she's going to text me. I absolutely know she's going to text me. And she will. She will. And don't read into what it's about either. Nesp, I think I answered that, but she said, should you stick to the same demands every time you do the picture method? No, you don't have to. You don't have to at all. You can say, they're contacting you every day, but then at night before you go to bed, you can look at their picture and say, we're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. Or you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You could say your affirmations to him. You could be like, you're texting me good morning. You're texting me good morning. You text me good morning every single day. Whatever you want. Your frequency is what you think about majority of the time. So it'll affect your results. Yes, it will, because it's what you think about a majority of the time that's affecting your results. Okay, Haley. Affirm through the tears merch. MKD, did you write that down, bitch? I've been writing in my mind. Yeah, that's right. Like I run in my mind. When I volunteer for the 5K run for my local chamber, they like to pimp me out, by the way. I'm like the city bartender now and all that stuff, complimentary. Uh, but they always go, "Did you run?" I was like, in my mind, the 5K. No, I ran in my mind. But I will tell you, my daughter, on the other hand, and her friend decided they were volunteering and they decided they wanted to run the 5K. These girls were not dressed to run the 5K because they weren't planning on running. They just made a momentary decision. So here my daughter is in my Ugg boots, freaking jeans. Her besties like got jeans and like sandals or some shit. And I was like, how the fuck are you gonna run in Ugg boots? Who runs in Ugg boots? I told her, I said, don't get those things screwed up either. They're not cheap. Don't screw up my Ugg boots. And yeah, they ran that whole shit. And you know what their motivation was? A fucking dog. Because we were there, I was like, do they actually run it? We were there looking, and they were running side by side next to a dog because they thought the dog was so fucking cute. So they wanted to run with the dog. Naza, what are you talking about? Yes, Ness. You're still saying the same thing when you're doing the cord cutting with other people. What do we do? Hold your questions because we're going to do the cord cutting and photo method. What do we do if SP has someone? Can we assume that he has only me? He thinks about me? Yes, Milkaj. Yes, 1,000%, because that someone is gutter trash, and we don't compete with gutter trash. So you should tell yourself that no one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. Like, he wants me and only me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He's always calling and texting me. He's constantly spending time with me. Sorry. I just saw a fucking comment coming through the WhatsApp group. You know what two words I hate the most? Triggered and spiraling. I hate those two words the most. But you guys do understand that nothing can screw up your manifestation. You do know that, right? So let's say you get triggered. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Just say the opposite when you're done getting triggered. There's a delay. Remember, there's a delay. So am I saying that you should just go get triggered all the time? No, I'm not saying that. But so what if you do get triggered? So fucking what? Just change it in your mind. Change it in your mind. Okay? Affirm. As soon as you're done being triggered, affirm. The opposite. Affirm for what you want. As soon as you're done being triggered. If you react, affirm. As soon as you're done reacting, affirm. There's a delay. So you can leverage the delay for everything, but stop telling yourselves that you fucked it up. Just be like, no, I got triggered. Okay, cool. Now I'm fucking done. I'm done being triggered, and I'm going to now get a grip. I'm going to get a grip right now, and I'm going to affirm as soon as I just got done being triggered. We're not perfect, okay? We're not perfect. We're humans. So because of that, we have these tendencies. Now, I don't ever come on here and tell you I never get triggered. Are you kidding me? I do. So As soon as I'm done being triggered, I affirm. The post on my stories yesterday might have had something to do with it. I got triggered yesterday for a split second, but I know what I know, so I affirmed. Did anything change? No, not at all. Because I got triggered for a second, so fucking what? So then I affirmed as soon as I was done. Whining. I don't whine. I'm just kidding. I didn't whine. More like enraged. But I affirm through the anger. Okay? Because something triggers you, but doesn't have to trigger your thoughts about it. Okay? And even if you get triggered and you have let's say like you got triggered and you spent a minute in your thoughts about it, so fucking what? Just affirm after. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. I don't have that assumption that if I get triggered that I'm fucking it up every time. I never had that assumption. So don't create. That's why I'm always telling you guys to not create assumptions that don't benefit you. If that assumption doesn't benefit you, why in the hell would you want to create that assumption that every time you get triggered, you fuck it up? No, but grow up. I'm not saying just allow yourself to be triggered. Try not to be triggered. But shall you get triggered? So flip it around. Affirm, and you're fine. Okay, listen, I don't give a damn. Let me clarify. Okay, there's a delay in the 3D. There's a delay in the 3D for your protection, right? Because if every thought that you ever had, okay, let me clarify. So there's a delay in the 3D with your thoughts, okay? Because if every thought that you had manifested instantly, could you imagine the chaos in this world? If every single thought you had manifested instantly, we'd be in trouble. Okay, so it's the thoughts that there's a delay in your reality, but it's not the knowing. Manifestation is instant when you know. Okay, so if you know, and this is why I tell you guys because this is what speeds it up, which is where the other law of assumption coaches that talk about manifesting SPs back. Have you ever noticed most of them talk about manifesting NSP, not manifesting NSP back? Okay, two totally different things. But this is where I'm different, and I talk to you about the fact that you have to see them differently. Because how do you know that they're going to text you if you look at them as an asshole and not talking to you, right? If you're viewing them as not talking to you or blocking or having you blocked and wanting nothing to do with you, how the fuck do you know that they're going to text you? You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, they'll say this. They'll say, you don't have to believe your affirmations. You just have to keep saying them. And that is true. But it's the knowing that manifests. So if that's the case, then how do you know that they're going to do the things that you're affirming for? The only way you're going to know that is if you're persisting in the version of your SP that you want. Okay? And so it's those things that will, when you know, like if you have the perfect boyfriend, right? And you see them as a good person in general, they'll text you on the spot. Okay? It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Because see, I always know when I'm talking to you guys, like when you guys book a coaching call with me, I always know if you view them as a good person or not. Because if you view them as a good person, I didn't say perfect, but a good person, they break up with you, in a nice way. They do. They're not like, go fuck yourself, fuck you, I want nothing to do with you, I don't care about you at all, and leave me alone. And let me just block you on everything. They don't do that. I've done this. I've had plenty of coaching calls. Okay, plenty. To know that if they break up, and then I have my own experience, okay, that they will break up with you in a very sweet way. So it's almost kind of annoying, right? Because they'll be like, I love you, but, I just don't want to hurt you. And, I just feel like this is what's best for us. And you're like, fuck. That's why I say knowing somebody loves you isn't good enough. Because I've had so many clients get on a call with me and say, he said he loves me, but. Yeah, keyword but. Okay? Because love is not an action, it's a feeling. Okay? And so that's where we have to have. So that's why I tell you guys, you must persist in the version of your SP that you want, because then you would know that they would do different behavior. Therefore they will. Therefore they will. So even if you just looked at them as a good fucking person to start, you'd get a different outcome. Okay, we have to get started on this photo method because I just got to go to the bathroom. Have I manifested an argument away? I don't know what you mean by that, Latha. I haven't manifested an argument to go. First of all, I don't argue. But even if we did, I think we had one argument. But if we had like even a disagreement, I didn't manifest it to go away. Instead, I affirmed for what I wanted after it was done. So therefore, the next day, everything's normal. Everything's totally fine. The argument's not talked about again, and everything is totally back to normal. It could be within hours. I've done it half the time, it's within hours that everything is totally fine. And then other times, it depends on the time of day, I guess, for me. We'll wake up the next day, everything's totally fine. So I didn't manifest it away. Instead, I was just like, we're great. We're great. He's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. We're great. He is the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship. Boom. Right back on track. Right back on track. Can I please tell you if it's better for you to manifest on our behalf? It depends, Andy, on your situation. Either way it goes, depends on how fast you want it. Okay, because a lot of people get movement very, very fast, very fast. But some people will do, but you have to play your part. Okay, you have to play your part. So I mean, it's not a lot of work, but you have to play your part because you have to control the version of them that shows up. But don't worry, I don't leave it as a mystery. Okay, so if you want me to manifest for you, we do jump on a call so that I can hear what your backstory is and where you're currently at with your SP. So I know where I need to pick up from, where I need to start. And then I help you also recreate your SP. So it's like a coaching call, and I manifest for you in one. But the links are in the bio. Heartbreak Kurt. Well, that's not a good name. I generally want what's best for her, but she's so happy. Yeah, she said, yeah, you do. You genuinely want what's best for her. And she's so happy when she's with you. When she's with you. Your SP was given an ultimatum by his, I like you say adult daughter, me or her. Should I add her to my affirmation? No, you don't necessarily need to add her to your affirmation, Whiplash, but you can add it to the description of your SP, where leverage the daughter. Okay, so it's like, no, his daughter loves me. His daughter loves me, and she thinks that we are perfect together. And she's constantly telling my SP, whatever their name is, how perfect we are together. She absolutely loves me. Anytime you think about her outside of loves you description, be like, nope, she absolutely loves me. She completely loves me. In fact, she wants nothing more than for us to be together. If you have a photo of her, photo method works on everybody. Tell her that. You absolutely love me. You think I'm the best thing since sliced fucking bread, bitch. You love me, and you think we're perfect together. Period. You'll notice her attitude will change towards you. But the only reason this is happening to you is because at some point you thought the daughter did not like you. She could have not. She could have been having a bad day. She could have gave you a side eye, right? Because let me tell you, teenagers, especially adults, they kill the side eye game. They do. My daughter, her side eye is on point. It's on point. And her RBF face, oh man, that's on fucking point. Okay? And that's just how they are. So a lot of times, children can view a new woman coming into their dad's life as an obstacle, right? Because now he's spending time, not as much time with her and more time with you, and so forth, right? So she could have gave you a complete RBF face or a side eye, and you were like, I don't think she likes me. And now you've selected doesn't like me version of his daughter. And so now she literally, you could be as nice as pie to her. You could be nice as fuck to her. You could buy her gifts. You could do all the things. And she still won't like you. Because that is your assumption of her. So if you change your assumption of her, she must conform. Your SP is no different, right? Gutter trash, no different. So I would not right now change your assumption of his daughter because to you, because she has to conform. She must turn it. It's everyone as you pushed out, but leveraged. She must conform. She doesn't have a choice. Just like she's conforming now to not liking you because you threw that shit out there. You could have only said it one time, and you selected the version of her that don't like you. Manifestation's a bitch. But if he's close with his daughter, right? If he's close with his daughter, which clearly he is, I mean, most people are, then that's exactly what I would do. I would leverage the daughter, and I would change because you have to, either way it goes, whether you do it now or you do it 10 years from now, sometime you're going to have to change your assumption of his daughter to being nice as fucking pie to you. Sweet, loving, adores you, thinks you're the best thing in this fucking world, looks at you like her mother, because she must push that version of her out too, and she'll conform very quickly. So all of a sudden, honey is going to be like, dude, the weirdest thing happened. Like all of a sudden, he goes, the weirdest thing happened. Like my daughter, like she thinks we're great together. Like she says, she all of a sudden has nothing but nice things to say about you. And you're going to be like, really? Of course she does. Of course she does. That's what I would do. Hey, Queen Eden. Any tips on how to hold the questions? Okay, hold the questions, and we're never going to get to the foot of it. on how to reduce doubt when the 3D is stubborn and nothing's changed. Yeah, Eden, persist. Persist. Persist, 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 persist. And the 3D isn't stubborn. The 3D is reflecting your inner thoughts all the time. All the time. Your 3D is constantly changing. It's constantly changing. You don't necessarily see the shifts either. It's kind of like, we all know that the earth moves, right? Like, you all know that the earth rotates. Do you feel that shit? No. It's kind of like, California has earthquakes. But if you live in California, you don't feel 99.9% of them. You only know there's an earthquake because it's on the fucking news. Most of them you don't ever feel at all, right? But you also know that gravity is a thing, right? But you don't see it. And you also don't question it either. You don't sit there when you wake up every day and be like, am I going to stand on the floor today? No, you just get your ass up out of bed. You know what I mean? Like, is the earth still rotating today? I'm not quite sure. No, you don't question it. You just know. Do you wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I can still breathe. That means we still have oxygen. Means we still have air. Are we still going to have air tomorrow, though? No. You just know. That's the same fucking knowing, guys. The same fucking knowing is you have no proof of any of that. You understand this. You have no proof of any of that shit. Just because you took a science class or what? I don't even know if it's a science class. You took a class and they showed you they showed you all the facts that the earth rotates. You have no idea if the earth actually rotates. You took their word for it. Okay. For all we know, the earth could very much not rotate. But you took someone's word for it. Okay. Same with oxygen, freaking gravity. You have no proof of any of that shit. You just know that when you stay on the ground, you stay. And when astronauts are in the space, they don't. Okay. You don't question if you're going to breathe. You have no proof of any of that shit either. It's not like you looking around, you can just see air particles everywhere. That's called dust, if you can see it. But you don't question it. You just know. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same shit, except this time at least you have proof. You don't question. Have you ever thought about that? You don't question any of that shit, and you have no proof of any of that. You've taken somebody's word for it. But when it comes to your SPs, on the other hand, you actually have proof about how they felt about you. You have, but that's hard for you to believe. Even though you have the proof about how they felt about you at some point in your relationship. But that's hard to believe, but I don't question the earth rotating. Kind of like, you know how long they've said California is going to be a fucking island? They've said that shit for so long. Or it'd be like Hawaii. Just float away. Well, California, you're welcome that we're not an island. Because I refuse to believe that stupid shit. And if we start to separate, I'm going to bring my ass right on into Nevada. Okay. All right. So let's do the photo method. Because again, this fucking bathroom is not waiting for anybody. Okay. We're going to do the photo method first, and then we'll do the energy cord cutting second. Okay. Now, I need you to expect something different from your SPs. Oh, before we get into that, let me plug myself. If you are new here, I'm your manifestation bestie. I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. So follow me, subscribe, all the things. I will be your favorite manifestation coach, by the way. And I'm the one person that has your back. If you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me, all links are in the bio or the description wherever you're watching from. I have a WhatsApp community. Join that bad boy because you'll get inspired by all the success stories. Plus, there's advice given in there. You get coaching in there as well. Plus, we're going to start monthly challenges, live member Q&As on Zoom, and the whole kit and caboodle, so I can help you guys even more. Okay. Also, I have a live event coming up on Sunday where I'm going to help you eliminate your negative beliefs, negative emotions, excuse me. I want you to release your negative emotions so you no longer dip into old story and feel any type of way about it. No need to spiral. There's no spiraling in your old story if you're not emotionally invested in that story anymore. What's there to spiral about? What's there to get triggered by? See what I'm saying? So no more spiraling, no more triggering. Join my live event. You will get lifetime access to the replays as well. Don't worry about the date on that live event. I haven't changed it yet. I'll do that today. But you can still register. You'll get lifetime access to the recording because I want you to be able to do it over and over again. Okay. Also, I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time here on TikTok. But if you ever miss a live, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post them every single day there. Let them play. Help me get my watch hours up and engage with the videos. Leave a comment, please, so that YouTube can push my videos out to a wider audience and get people to realize that there's a lot of bullshit information out there. I only teach realistic advice. I only teach what works. I manifested my SP back from no contact to living with me in 4 weeks. I've helped hundreds of people do the same in 60 days. So I'm good at it, and I'm here to help you be good at it. All right. And it's not exclusive to SPs. I lost over 100 pounds in 11 months, no diet, no exercise. That's how I got my start in the manifestation community. I've also manifested successful businesses. I've helped entrepreneurs build successful businesses, hit 7 figures. And also I've manifested boatloads of cash. I only teach what I know and what I've successfully done, which is not what we can say about a lot of these people out here. Oh, right. So let's get our photos out of your SPs, okay? Get your photo out of your SP. Do it now, okay? I need you guys to start expecting different behavior than you've been expecting from your SPs up until this point. Up until this point, all you've been expecting is for them to ghost you, block you, not talk to you, not want to be with you, and want nothing to do with you. No, 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 no. We're going to change that, okay? You need to start expecting that they're perfect for you. They're your perfect person, okay? All right. So I want you to go down memory lane for just a second. And I want you to go back to a time in your relationship where everything was picture perfect. Okay, picture perfect. Now I want you to remember who they were as a person for you. How did they make you feel? Recall that version of your SP right now. Forget who they were 5 seconds ago. That version of your SP no longer exists. The only version of your SP that exists right now is your perfect person. That's it. The version of your SP that loves you, wants to be with you, wants to talk to you, wants to spend time with you, wants to marry you, wants to love you. That person is who they are right now. Yes, Haley, it does. Now, because your perfect person is here with you right now, then you should know that they will contact you. You should know that. You should expect that behavior from your SP because they're your perfect person. Back in that time in your relationship, you never questioned shit. You just knew. You knew you'd hear from them today. You knew that they would come and see you. You knew that they would spend time with you. You knew that they wanted to be with you. That same knowing is who you are now. There's nothing to question. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry about because you didn't do that back then. And you're not going to do it anymore. Now, if you are new here, I need you to put on your crown. If you are not new here, then I need you to straighten your crown. A lot of you need to straighten your crown right now because we're the queen and king of our reality. Here we get what we want and we get it when we want it, and we expect to get what we want. We expect our SPs to do exactly what we want them to do. That is who you are right now. When a king or queen gives a command, do they question, check, worry, doubt if their command will be fulfilled? No. When a king or queen gives a command, they know that it is done. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to question. There's nothing to worry about, and there's nothing to doubt. Why? Because I'm the queen or the king, and what I say goes. That is you right now. So, if you are in, you're going to say this, you can say this out loud if you're alone. I like to say it out loud because you can say it with a little bit more of a backbone. If you are not alone, say it in your mind. Don't look like a wacko, okay? You're going to take a look at your SP's photo. And if you are in no contact, or you're in contact but it is not consistent contact, then you are going to tell your SP to contact you right now. You can say contact, text, or call. However they would naturally talk to you is how they're going to reach out, okay? So you're going to say, it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong one to say. You can say, you're texting me right now. You're going to text me right now. You're texting me right now. You are texting me right now. If you're in consistent contact, then you have choices. You can say you're contacting me right now, or you can just approve your innate power, or you can say you're coming to see me today. 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 If you're in any of the ships, friendship, relationship, situationship, whatever ship, then you can tell them they're coming to see you today. You can tell them they're texting you right now, or you can have fun with it. You can get them to do whatever you want. Okay, so you can sit there and say that you can say they're buying you dinner tonight. They're bringing you dinner tonight. They're bringing you flowers today. They're going to rub your feet tonight. They're going to give you sexy time tonight. Whatever you want. Okay? Okay. Put on your crowns. Remember, we don't need to check. We expect. There's nothing to check. I want you to now give your commands and just know that they're going to contact you. And we're back. But I'm going to take a screenshot of this question page because I'll make a video about this. Now, you can expect them to contact you. Just know they have to. They don't have a choice. Your perfect person will contact you. In fact, several of you are going to get contact from your SPs today. Why? Because I fucking said so. Okay? And that's all you have to know. Jen said so. Yes. Okay, so Paige said, how come some manifestations are instant but others aren't? So the reason that is, Paige, is because the reason some manifestations are instant and others aren't is because of your resistance level. So a lot of times you can manifest something instantly. We can all manifest whatever we want instantly. But things that we want more, what we want more is what is the resistance there. So your resistance level increases the more you want something. Okay. So this is where people will get impatient with their SPs not conforming. But that's because the resistance is so high. Okay. So, we lower that resistance. You have to lower that resistance by knowing how this plays out. Like, yeah, we're together, period. The first saga of my movie trilogy ends with relationship, getting back together. That's how this ends. So I don't need to question a damn thing. I just need to go in my mind palace and keep my thoughts in check. But I already know that that's how the first movie ends. The second movie ends with marriage. The third movie ends with happily ever fucking after. Yeah, you have a trilogy. And that's all I need to know. Some of you only have a sequel. That's okay. That's even better because you're already married. So that's how this ends for you. And if you know that that's the outcome is inevitable, and I know that's the outcome, then it manifests quickly. Okay. But a lot of times you'll say something one time, or you'll think something one time, and boom, it shows up. Because you didn't give it a second thought. You really didn't give a shit. You just said something, right? A lot of things we say just to say. Okay. And so because of that, you'll say something and boom, it shows up, right? Or you'll have an argument and you'll say something mean about your SP and boom, he conforms to that version instantly. Because you're not trying. Okay. You're not trying. You're not dwelling on it. You're not wondering. You're not doing any of that. You're just like, oh my God, he's such a fucking asshole. Like, why is he being so rude to me? Boom. Now he's rude to you. Again. Now all of a sudden you're like, okay, we were good. And now all of a sudden we're not. Yeah, because you didn't give it a second thought. You just said something about your SP in a negative way. And boom, now he conforms instantly. Versus you got Lisa, I'll check your message in a second. Lisa with the butterfly. So that's why. So this is why I say you guys should say something just one time, not even give it another thought. Speak things into existence. Because you didn't dwell on it. You didn't overthink it. You just said something. And you went about your day. This is why a lot of negative shit seems to manifest instantly. Because there was no resistance there. You said something in the heat of the moment out of fucking anger and boom, shows up. I've done it twice out of anger. Said something one fucking time and boom, manifested. Less than 24 hours later. That's why. That's why. So if you know the law, then you say, okay, then how do I leverage that? How do I leverage that? If I know that some manifestations are instant, usually it's the negative shit because I don't dwell on it. I don't overthink it. I just said it one time because I was fucking pissed. So how can I make that work in my favor? Let me go ahead and just start throwing random shit out there and not think about it again. Let me just say something. Like, I'm so fucking impatient, right? Like a lot of you guys are impatient. So good. Get impatient and leverage that. Get pissed off and say something positive out of anger, out of frustration about your SP, and watch them do it. And watch them do it. Your assumptions are always manifesting. Let me give Lisa with a butterfly as an example. When I started working with her, which was like the other fucking day, guys, okay? It's been a long time. When I started working with her the other day, they were in no contact. And she kept saying, I think he's mad at me. I was like, no, he's not. He's over that shit. Mad at you. He never gets mad at you. Right? All this stuff. And so she started describing differently. So she got a text from him today. He contacted her today. I swear to God, we talked like what? A couple days ago? If that? And he texted her today. And guess what she said? Are you still mad at me? Care to guess what his reply was? It was never about that. Of course, it wasn't. That's how quickly they change their minds. That's how quickly things shift. Because you give it a different meaning. You assign things a different meaning, and all of a sudden, now you just do a quality control check, like a temp check with them. And he's like, it was never about that. Oh. See how quickly you guys can get messages? Hopefully that inspires you. Oh, I had to come for your name. Heartbreak Kurt. You're welcome, Whiplash. That's why I hated when we had to go to YouTube. I was like, who the hell are you guys? Because your YouTubes are not your TikTok names. And I know all my people on TikTok. And so you guys would have to announce yourself at first. And I was like, okay, got it. Hey, Sarah Marie. How long does the photo method? Oh, yeah, Haley answered you. Yes, the photo method works whether they're sleeping or not. Wake his ass up. Wake her ass up. Knock, knock. Respond, bitch. Contact me right fucking now. Wake up. Wakey, wake. Hey, Angela, sister. Monique. Okay, listen up, Monique. You can, oh yeah, that's right. We got to do the cord cutting. Shit, I almost forgot. Okay, listen up, Monique. I'll yell at you and then we'll do the cord cutting. Okay? Because you're annoying me. Sorry. Not sorry. But here's the thing. First of all, let me answer Ratch. What are my credentials? What do they call it? School of Hard Knocks? I actually have credentials. I'm a master NLP practitioner, master hypnotherapist, all the things. Okay. But if you're looking for credentials when it comes to manifestation, I have real results. I have real life experiences, things that I've done that I've nailed because I've been able to do them repeatedly over and over and over again. Right. So this isn't like I did it one time. Like, well, SP, yeah. But no, it's actually not true. Because it slid back at first. But I persisted forward, no matter. I don't give a fuck, slide back, and don't matter to me. So I've done everything multiple times. And so because of that, I know what I'm doing because I've done it repeatedly. This wasn't like, did it by mistake and don't know how to do it again. No. Now, back to you, Monique. Listen, you can fucking lie to yourself all day long. You can lie to yourself all day long. If it makes you feel good about yourself, you can lie to yourself. But you're not doing everything right. You are not doing everything right. At all. And I don't care if you want to sit there and lie to yourself about it. Because you're not doing everything fucking right. Because if you were doing everything right, you wouldn't have said what you said. That's how I know you're not doing everything right. Okay? Because you wouldn't sit there and say, I've got this, or I've done everything right, and yet I'm still blocked and he's not communicating with me. Well, if you've done everything right, how do you know you're still blocked? Instagram doesn't notify you daily. By the way, you're still blocked. Oh, just want to let you know you're still blocked. They don't do that. There's only one way you know this. Because you are checking. Because you are checking the 3D. Which means you're not doing everything right. You're not seeing the perfect version of your SP. Period. You're not. Because the perfect person, thank you, I'm Katie, girlfriend, I got it. The perfect person, your perfect person would never block you, would contact you, would do all the things. So stop lying to yourself. All of you, stop lying to yourselves and get a fucking grip and start seeing the version of your SP that wants to come home right now, that's coming home right now. Because he can't stand to be away from you. He has to be near you all the time. He absolutely believes you have the perfect marriage, flashy. And every other one of you. No. Why would he not contact me? He can't stop talking to me. Get a grip. See the version of your SP that's only for you. That you expect and you know this behavior from your SP. That is how you will know if you know and you see your perfect person. You would know that they would do these things because it's the knowing that pushes out. What part of that is unclear? It is the knowing that manifests. The minute you know something, it happens. The minute you know something, it continues. So I want you all right now to know that of course they're contacting me right now. Why the fuck wouldn't they? Of course they're contacting me. Of course I know they're coming home today because they cannot stand another night away from me. At all. They cannot stand not talking to me anymore. Of course they're talking to me because they're obsessed with me. They're in love with me. All the fucking things. They're in love with you. What part of that is unclear? The knowing 1000% is what manifests instantly. The minute you know, and if you know and expect perfect behavior, perfect husband, perfect wife, perfect girlfriend, perfect boyfriend, they have to conform to that. They don't have a choice. They must conform. So you need to get a grip right now. Right now. And tell yourself what you want to know. Period. Stop lying to yourselves. So I don't like be delusional comes into play because you guys are just lying to your fucking selves over and over again, but then complaining in the same hot ass breath that you're not getting the movement that you want, but saying I'm doing everything right. I am doing everything right. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you were, you'd be getting different progress. So get a fucking grip and get one now. Get it now. Because you owe it to yourself. For fuck's sake. You owe it to yourself to be with the person that you love. To feel loved again. To have them contact you. To have them want to see you. To have them come home. To have them want to be with you again. You owe it to yourself. Stop doing this to yourselves. I'm dead ass fucking serious. I don't like going in the WhatsApp group and seeing you guys crying and spiraling. You wouldn't have to do any of that if you'd get your movement. You wouldn't be doing any of that. You wouldn't be getting triggered if you get your movement, if you get a fucking grip. But because you keep allowing yourself to go through those things, to go through the pain over and over and over again, that's the problem. That is the problem that you guys don't get. You're the reason your manifestation is stalling. You're the reason you're not getting what you want. You're the reason. No one else is, except for you. So when are you going to get tired of sleeping alone? When are you going to get tired of not talking and being ignored by your SP? When are you going to get tired of them not wanting to be with you? When? It has to happen some point. So you need to get a grip right now. You need to get a grip. And you need to control yourselves and discipline your minds. Because it's not a good feeling. I know what you're going through. And it hurts. But why do you want to sit there and continue to cry about it when you can change it? Do you understand? Because I don't like seeing you guys cry when you talk about things. I care about you. I do. And I don't like seeing you go through that. So I need you to stop playing games with yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop doing all of the things that hurt your manifestation. Stop doing that. And I want you right now to get a grip. Get a grip. Fight for the one that you love. Fight every day for the one that you love. Fight your thoughts every day. Push them out. And fight for yourself. Fight for him. Fight for her. They're waiting for you to stop fucking playing games with yourself. They're waiting for you to let them come back into your life. But you have to get a grip. And you have to push your thoughts out. You need to push your thoughts out. The negative thoughts don't have any place in your mind anymore. Push them out. Flip them all day long if you have to. I don't care. Do what you need to do to fight for your marriage, to fight for your relationship. Someone has to. And I want that person to be you. Get up every day and push forward. Don't fold. Don't whine. Push forward. Over and over and over again. Push forward. Kick every negative thought. Kick that bitch out. every fucking time. Every time. Don't let the 3D win unless it shows you exactly what you want. If it's not showing you what you want, then change it. Change it. And do it now. I want every single one of you to have your SPs back. I want every single one of you to get the love of your life back, to post is a success story. Every one of you. I want to be the only manifestation coach in the world that has a 100% success rate. 100%. But I can't do it without you. I can guide you and I can help you and I can lead you, but I can't make you do it. You can let your negative thoughts run your life, but it isn't going to get you what you want. You can let the 3D trigger you over and over and over again, but it isn't going to get you what you want. It isn't going to change until you change. You're doing this for yourself, and you're fighting for the one that you love because they love you. Love doesn't just go away, ever. They don't just disappear. They still love you, and you need to know that. They still love you. They still want to be with you right now. So get up and fight. Fight every thought that comes into your head. Fight every time. Every day, get up and fight with yourself so that you can get out of your own way and so that you can get what you deserve. To be happy, to be loved, to be desired, to be wanted. Remind yourself that they love you. They've always wanted you. They wanted you at some point. They chose you. Every day. They're trying to do that now for you, just like they did back then. But the difference is back then you let them. You let them. And now you're pushing them away every time you react, every time you get triggered, every time. All you're doing is pushing them away from you. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You deserve better. So go get what you deserve and know that you absolutely deserve to be with your SP. And no one can take that from you. You're in control of your thoughts. No one else is. So stop letting people control your thoughts. What else? If you let people control your thoughts, what else do you have? What do you have left? You control your thoughts. So don't ever let anyone take that from you. Don't ever let anyone take your thoughts from you, because that's the one thing that you're in complete control of. Only if you decide to be in control of those. Stop letting someone else control them. Stop letting past conversations with your SP that don't even exist anymore control your thoughts still. For what? You have to let it go. You have to let it go. You don't deserve to sit there every day and mourn over and over and over again. You don't deserve that life. You don't deserve to sit there and let people take what's yours away. They're your thoughts for a reason. Make sure that they're 100% your thoughts and not the thoughts of someone else, not the thoughts of someone told you. Don't let anybody take that from you, because it's the only thing you have that is 100% yours. It's the only thing that you have that you're 100% in control of. So you need to stay in control of that. Now I'm done fucking crying. I hate you guys. I'm only getting emotional online. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Oh, God. But I care about you. I do. Which is why I don't hold back emotions, because I'm tired of seeing you guys getting in your own head. You guys are great people. You know that, right? Every single one of you are amazing. Great people. I've not talked to a single person where I'm like, what a nightmare. Jesus Christ. I can see why SP left her. No, not a single one of you. You're amazing people. You lost your way and you lost yourself, but that's okay because you're here to get it back. You're here to gain control back of your thoughts. So gain control back. Now I'll answer a few more questions. Yes, Verna Liss, my whole little emotional moment there is exactly how you're going to go faster. Okay. You're going to go, your manifestation will go faster the minute you gain control of your thoughts. The minute you decide that you're no longer manifesting back a fucking avoided asshole, that you're manifesting back your perfect person. And you remember who the fuck that person is. The minute you remember who the hell that person is, and you gain control of your thoughts, they show up very quickly. Very quickly. No contact is broken instantly. The minute you gain control of your thoughts and you remember who the hell you fell in love with in the first place. Not who they were when they broke your heart, but who they were when they won your heart. If you can remember that version only and see that person, then they'll show up exactly that way. Exactly that way. They'll break no contact instantly. The minute you can remember who you fell in love with and what you loved about that person and why you love that person, why you're manifesting this SP and not somebody else, then that person will conform. Robin, will hypnosis help with this? Yes, hypnosis will help. When I do hypnosis for SPs specifically, and yes, Sarah Anna, before you jumped on my throat, I'm doing yours. But when it comes to SP specifically, I always put in the beginning to erase the old story, to delete the old story. Okay. Because you're holding on to it. Okay. So your subconscious mind remembers everything about you. Okay. It remembers everything about you. It remembers all the things. Okay. So therefore it's like, they literally, so this is where autistic children are very, very smart. People that autistic children are very smart because they basically don't have, their conscious mind is basically asleep and their subconscious mind is wide open 24/7, right? Because your subconscious mind never sleeps. So yes, autistic children go to sleep, but their conscious mind isn't functioning. So their subconscious mind is running their show. So they're hyper alert to everything. That's why they have autism. Because it's a fucking label. They're highly open to everything. They pick up on everything. Okay. So your subconscious mind is the same way. It knows everything about you, which is why a lot of you guys have a hard time replaying old stories. Okay. Because your subconscious mind remembers it all. And so when, what hypnosis does is hypnosis goes and gives your subconscious mind, a part of the hypnosis gives your subconscious mind permission to let it go. Let it go. release it. So therefore, and then it puts suggestions in there for your SP, right? How you see them, how you expect them, what you expect for them to do, and so forth, because we robotically affirm to create a new neural pathway, which neural pathways are in your subconscious mind. So you have to do something repeatedly over and over and over again. So it goes from here to here, okay? From conscious to subconscious. Hypnosis, on the other hand, goes directly into the subconscious. So it bypasses all the repetition. You can do it over and over again, but it bypasses and goes directly into here, where it stays. So it automatically rewires. It automatically creates a new neural pathway, but also giving your subconscious permission to let things go as well. So therefore, yes, it does work. It's manifest. Yeah, of course. Most people do a lot of those. Things because what's it called? They'll do a hypnosis because you have to keep them, right? I'll bring them around, but you got to keep them. And so because of that, that's why people will do the hypnosis as well. So therefore, their neural pathways are in there. No, Robin, it's a recording, so you can listen to it over and over again. I used to do hypnosis sessions, which are done on Zoom, not on the phone, girl. But they're done on Zoom. But I haven't brought that back yet. And I'll be honest with you, they're expensive because there's time involved in that. So I charge $4.97 for a hypnosis session, or you can buy the recorded hypnosis session, that is. And listen to it daily if you want. That's $47. I should probably up the charge on that. But in the meantime, it's $47. Okay, and you can listen to it daily. Are sleep hypnosis and sleep tapes the same thing? No. Well, yes and no. So sleep hypnosis is basically a sleep meditation is what it is. Okay. So you listen to it while you're going to sleep. Okay. And then it goes and it embeds it's still robotic affirming. Okay. And it goes into your subconscious mind. But hypnosis, it can be done at any time of the day because it wakes you up. Like it puts you in a hyper relaxed state. So you can like literally do it at noon. It puts you in a hyper relaxed, like if you fall asleep, that's fine. But you can do it literally whenever you want. And it's designed to wake you up when you're done. Like when it's done, it wakes you up unless you're sleeping. Okay. So it's not the same, but it is. And it depends on where you get it from. You suffer from fear of vomiting. What happens if you vomit? Just kidding. I don't even want to know. I do not even want to know. That's a new one for me. Fear of vomiting. I would recommend an NLP technique could work for you on that one. An NLP technique actually could work for you on that one. So here's actually a trick if you guys have any phobias, okay? This is so off topic, but if that's what we're here for. Okay, so if you guys have any phobias or fear of vomiting, right? Or like, let's say you have any fears, like fear of spiders, clowns, things like that. What you would do is it's a visualization technique, okay? Most NLP techniques are visualization techniques. Actually, all of them are. Now that I'm thinking about it, they all are. Okay, so you would visualize basically yourself vomiting, Okay. If you have a fear of spiders, you would visualize a spider. Okay. Now, or snakes, same thing. You would visualize the thing that you're fearful of. Okay. Now, what you would do when you're done with that is you would visualize it at first. So you say cancel, cancel. Then you visualize, what you do is you're basically visualizing, look at like you're blowing air into a balloon, right? What happens to the balloon? It gets bigger. So you maybe I'll record something for you guys and tell you, I'll record a voice audio and tell you guys how to do this in the WhatsApp clearly. But you basically imagine in your mind's eye the thing that you're fearful of you vomiting. You would imagine yourself vomiting. And then you get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't worry, guys. Yes, it will trigger the fear. You're not going to go like crawl into a corner in a ball, okay? But it may give you the ick where you're like, oh, like a spider or a snake, right? And you would imagine just a spider or snake, not killing you, but just, there. And you imagine them getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until the fear turns into hysteria. So it's kind of like you would imagine a spider get bigger and bigger and bigger and still creep you out and still creep you out. It gets bigger and bigger until all of a sudden it becomes funny to you because it's so fucking large. And then you're just like, fear gone. Try it out. Fear gone. The second it becomes humorous to you because they become so big that all of a sudden you're just like, what the fuck? And now you laugh. Your fear is gone. Yeah. Not that difficult. So that's what I saw somebody do this because I don't really have a fear like that of something. I mean, I think spiders are completely disgusting, but I don't like run for the hills if I see one. Like my mom, on the other hand, when it comes to snakes, we were in Mexico. And this kid had this like wooden snake, and you know how they like move. And my mom turns around, and the wooden snake is there, like because he's trying to sell it to her ass. She was not the one. She ran away so fucking fast. But she says her fear comes from when she's from Indiana. It's the worst place to vacation in the world, by the way. And if you live in Indiana, I apologize, but it's true. We'd always have to go to Indiana on vacation. I'd be like, this is the most boring vacation in the world. Here's AJ. I see you've been getting killer movement, bitch. And I love that because I'm still going. I'm still going. How do I manifest for SP friends to tell him to invite me when they are out? So you can tell yourself that we have ran out of time. I don't give a damn. Go on my profile and go to the trilogy of me wearing 3 red shirts. It's the first red shirt is the video. But tomorrow, I will make sure I do that earlier in the time because I actually have to jet. I have a coaching call coming up. Probably now. Actually, it is now. Don't worry, she's probably on here. I'll be there in one hot little splickety sec. I mentioned about seeing him Friday, and he's like, possibly. I said, I could come to yours. And I said, or mine. And he's like, possibly, I'll message you. Yeah, that's right, AJ, because he's coming to see me on Friday. Yeah, I don't need to ask him to come see me on Friday. He's coming to see me fucking when I tell him he's coming to see me Friday. Yep, I'll see you Friday, honey bunny. Okay, he could say possibly. But the only reason he said possibly is because you aren't sure if he's coming. Okay? But that's okay. Thanks for telling me your plans. Make sure those legs are freshly shaven, bitch, before Friday. I'll have a little chat with them. You might come and see you on Friday. We didn't do the cord cutting because I ran out of time. I'm human, guys. I'm human. I love you, AJ. AJ's came a long way, okay? AJ has came a long way because I literally told AJ was the reason. She was the reason where I said, I'm about to put a time frame on this fucking manifest for you shit. Because I was like, I'm not going to manifest him to contact you, then you screw it up, and then he contacts you again, then you screw it up again. So she's like, nope, I'm not screwing it up this time. I was like, okay. So she's came a long way. But because she's disciplining herself, hello. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, Ness, I got distracted. But because she's disciplining herself, she's getting what she wants. Okay. Can I manifest his friends to influence SP to invite me out? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Andy, are you in? You should have my phone number. Okay. I love this for you, AJ. You should have my phone number, so send me a message. You should have scheduled a call with me. If you didn't, Kamal, she can also schedule the call with me too. She has access to my calendar. Okay. Ness, I'll talk to you, then I got a jet, guys. Okay. Can I manifest his friends to influence SP to invite me out? Yes, you can. So as part of your description of your SP, or you can say this like, all his friends are constantly asking SP, whatever his name is, to come with me, or for me to go with them, for me to hang out, right? So all his friends are always asking for me to go out with them. Yeah, they're always asking for me to come. They want me to come. His friends want me to come everywhere they go together. Yeah, you can say that type of stuff, okay? All right, guys, I love all of you. Look at that. So many in our WhatsApp group. We're good at making cats come home, by the way. It's a specialty of ours now. Oh, that's a good service. Putting that on Craigslist. Is your animal lost? We'll help you get him back. She literally just, all right, Monica, I'm looking forward to working with you, sister. TikToker, you manifest commitment from your SP as soon as you decide he's going to commit to you. Okay? Decide now. We're committed. Everything that he does for you is committed relationship. Committed relationship. Oh yeah, he's committed relationship. He shows me every single day that he's committed to me and only me. Yeah. Okay. She posted yesterday. That her cat was lost. And this is the second time we've done this for a member. And so I came in and I left her a voice note, and one of our admins also told her the same thing. If he's lost, he's lost. He's in a reality where he's in a timeline where he's lost. So tell yourself, no, my cat just came home. My cat literally just came home. And guess whose cat just came home? Her cat. 24 hours later, bitches. What? It's a new service we're going to now start offering. Can't find something? We'll help you find it. Can't find your animal? We got you covered. All right, guys. I love you, besties, and I will see you all